story about one crazy boy who's been chasing me for 2 years. He does everything to ruin my life. I'm a professional dancer. Nothing strange, just dances. No one's ever undressed and shaken a limb there. Sometimes our group's invited to the events and concerts in the city. For us, it's a good way to earn some pocket money, and practice makes perfect, especially for beginners. Then, it becomes much easier for them to take part in competitions. They develop the ability to give a good account of yourself. For 17 years, I've been to many cities, to different events. Sometimes, we just danced in the park. People gathered around in a circle. So I've got used to some crazy people. Many things happened. I was offered something by a crackpot. For that, I just flipped them off. Once, someone tried to beat our boys. And another time, they even tried to mess up our equipment during our performance. But the thing I'm about to tell you about has never happened before. When I was 15, we were actively working on the street dance. I don't know if there's such a thing, or if it was invented by our director and choreographer. But the point is to dance in different and random places, sometimes even unsuitable for dancing. So we do it as our little project. And I danced my part inside of a Ferris wheel. Our director talked to the park authorities. The wheel was stuffed with cameras, and I was warned not to get carried away. It was dangerous anyway. I danced. In my humble opinion, it was stunning. At least, the people who gathered under the wheel were applauding for 10 minutes. And when I got down, a guy jumped out from the crowd and started saying something like I was very cool and all that jazz. Then, he asked for my phone number. Of course, I didn't give it to him, but I listened to the compliments. And who'd leave without that? We left the park. We got third prize. But I started to notice something was happening around me. Well, you know, the feeling like you're being watched. Here's the same. In my own house, with closed curtains, I even changed my walkways. And once, I put on a wig with my mom's coat, and I looked like a complete square. But the feeling remained. In the end, the boy who'd been chasing me decided to show up. It was the very guy from the park. I was about to forget him, but when I saw him, I remembered him. I felt bad, because he didn't come up to me. He didn't think it necessary to hide anymore, though. And one day, I just couldn't stand it. I myself came up to him and asked to explain what he wanted from me. He was so happy. He said he was glad to talk face to face. He started to tell me lots of compliments. Then he tried to take my hand. He turned out to be 20. He studied at a local college. He lived in a hostel with his mom. And he said that he fell in love with me at first sight. And now, he wouldn't let anyone else have me. I told him that I was only 15, and I didn't bother about him. He even scared me, but he didn't listen. Then, somehow, he took my phone number and started calling me every night. He told me how much he loved me and wanted to be with me. I complained to my parents. I changed my SIM card, but it didn't help. Again, he found my number, so everything went on. My parents said if something happened, they'd go to the police. But now, we had nothing